back.
I don't think that's the case, man.
Hey, what's your Wi-Fi thing?
SIE?
Brother-in-law is burning my house down.
Oh, yeah.
Some redneck shit going on over here. UFC Vegas 48.
Huh?
I'm talking to the thing.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Why would I be talking about my brother-in-law lighting my house on fire if I wasn't live? Johnny Walker, Jamal Hill. Main event supposed to be Rafael Fiziev, Rafael Dos Anjos. Fight didn't happen. New main event. First fight, Joaquin Buckley, Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Hey, black guy too. Not even fucking. Not even a Muslim. Or he might be Muslim, but he's black. Buckley 13-4, 3-2 in the UFC, 10 wins by knockout. 3 out of 4 of his losses are knockouts. All 5 fights in the UFC have ended in knockout. He's got losses to Alessio De Chirico and Kevin Holland. And he's got wins over Impa Kasaganai, Jordan Wright, Antonio Arroyo. He's got a 2-inch height disadvantage, but a 3-inch height reach advantage over Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Great striking battle. Buckley, knockout of the year over Impa Kasaganai. Abdul Razak Al Hassan. 11-4, all 11 wins by knockout. 3 out of 4 of his losses are by decision. So his cardio comes into question in most of his losses. He's got losses to Amari Akhmedov, Monir Lazez, Chaos Williams, and then most recently Jacob Malkoun. And he's got knockout wins over, or got knocked out against Alessio De Chirico in his last fight, August 2021. His other UFC wins include Nico Price, Charlie Ward, and then Sabah Hamasi. He beat Sabah Hamasi twice early in his UFC career. He's black belt in judo, so if he wants to get the fight to the ground, it should be pretty easy for him against Buckley. But if he chooses to stand and bang and try to strike with Buckley, I think pretty easily Joaquin Buckley's going to get a win here. Probably knockout, maybe even decision, because Al Hassan's cardio is going to come into question. Hello. What's up, Camo Man? Jim Miller, Nicholas Mata, UFC veteran, 36-16-1 versus a guy making his UFC debut. Jim Miller 21-15-1 in the UFC. UFC wins over Charles Oliveira, now lightweight champion. Yancy Medeiros, Takanori Gomi, Clay Guida, and Eric Gonzalez, which was his last fight in October. He's got 18 wins by submission, 10 by decision. 11 out of 16 of his losses are via decision. 2-3 in his past 2 years, in 2020 to 2021, 2022. He's got the most wins in UFC lightweight history at 20, most bouts in UFC lightweight history at 36, and then the most fights in general in the UFC history at 38. He's got the most submission wins in the UFC lightweight history at 9. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and a former Division I NCAA wrestler. Nicholas Mata's 12-3, like I said, making his UFC debut. He's originally set to fight Damir Hadzvik in May, and then Cameron Van Camp and Jim Miller in September. All 3 of those fights fell through. He's looking to make his debut now this Saturday. He won a decision over Joseph Lowry on the Contender Series in 2020. And 8 out of 12 of his wins via knockout. And he's been finished in all 3 of his losses. Jim Miller, more of a grappler. He's got good cardio. I don't see it getting there. Nicholas Mata probably going to knock him out, I'd say, early in the fight. Minus 180 favorite. And I agree with it. I'm going to go Nick Mata. There. Parker Porter, Alan Badout. How you want to say that? Badot. Alan. Badout? Badet? Badout.
Bidet's for your asshole.
Yeah, I know. Maybe. You never know. Lighting shit on fire still? That shit just won't stay lit, huh? How's that fucking fan thing going for you? Not good. Not good. Parker Porter. Parker Porter's 11-6, 2-1 in the UFC. He lost his debut by TKO to Chris Daukaus and then won back-to-back decisions over Josh Parisian and Chase Sherman. He's 8 out of 11 of his wins via finish, 5 knockouts, 3 submissions. He's a former reality fighting heavyweight champion. Badut is 8-2-1, 0-1-1 in the UFC. He lost his debut to Tom Aspinall via TKO. And the second fight ended in a no contest against Rodrigo Nascimento, where Nascimento beat him by TKO, but then got overturned due to a steroid violation. His best win in his career was against Todd Stout, who was 9-4 at the time at TKO 47. 7 out of 8 of his wins via knockout. Both losses were via knockout. And he comes into this fight with a 3-inch height and a 4-inch reach advantage. I just don't think he's got the cardio to outlast Parker Porter. And even though Parker Porter is giving up a good size disadvantage against Badot, I think his striking will probably be a tad bit better than his also. So I'm going to go Parker Porter via knockout because everybody likes to see the heavyweights get knocked out. Kyle Daukaus versus Jamie Pickett. He's supposed to fight somebody else this Saturday. Jamie Pickett stepping in on short notice. Daukaus is going to be his first fight back since the accidental headbutt against Kevin Holland in October. He is 10-2-1, 1-2-1 in the UFC. He's got decision losses to Phil Hawes and Brendan Allen. Decision win over Dustin Stolfus, and then, of course, that fight with Kevin Holland ended in no contest. He's a former CFFC middleweight champion. 8 out of 10 of his wins are via submission. He has never been finished in his professional career. He is a black belt in jiu-jitsu and a purple belt in Muay Thai under Dwayne Ludwig. He's going to come into this fight with a slight height advantage, but a 2-inch reach disadvantage against Jamie Pickett, who is 13-6, 2-2 in the UFC on a 2-fight winning streak right now with decision wins over Leonardo Staropoli and Joseph Holmes. He fought 3 times on the Contender Series, getting submitted by Charles Bird in 2017, losing a decision to Punaleni Soriano in 2019, and then finally winning his contract with a TKO over Chauvin Patai in 2020. 8 out of 13 of his wins via knockout. Never been knocked out in his professional career. Only been knocked out once in his professional career. That was by Jordan Wright, UFC 262. Former Next Level Fight Club middleweight champion. Definitely has the striking credentials to match up to Kyle Daukaus, I think. Kyle Daukaus coming in with a big reach advantage, and that's probably where they're going to stay is striking. And I think if it goes to grappling, Daukaus has the advantage there too. So again, I'm going to go with the favorite, minus 235, Kyle Daukaus. Main event, Johnny Walker, Jamal Hill. Walker 18-6, 4-3 in the UFC, 1-3 in his last 4 fights. He's got UFC wins over Ryan Spann, Misha Serkinov, Justin Ledette, and Khalil Roundtree. He won his contract with decision win over Henrique De Silva on Dana White's Contender Series in Brazil 2018. 15 out of 18 of his wins via knockout, and he has been knocked out in 3 out of 6 of his losses. Corey Anderson was the only man to knock him out in the UFC. His other UFC losses include Nikita Krylov and Thiago Santos. Brown belt in jiu-jitsu, I don't see grappling becoming a thing here in this main event. Hill is a blue belt. Hill is 9-1-1, 3-1-1 in the UFC. He won his contract over Alexander Popek in Dana White's Contender Series 2019. Then got a TKO win over Cleveson Abreu, which was overturned to a no contest because Jamal Hill tested positive for tested positive. I didn't see you going for the gas can, man. I'm like, no. That's too much, man. He tested positive for marijuana, actually, and that's why they overturned that one. He's got a TKO win over OSP, lost by TKO to Paul Craig, and then he got knocked out by he knocked out Jimmy Crute in December. 5 out of 9 of his wins via knockout. Only loss was a TKO to Paul Craig. He notably had trouble dealing with the grappling of Paul Craig, which is why he got finished on the ground. Again, I don't see Walker doing that. I think Walker is a good jiu-jitsu player, but I don't think he's it's kind of the word you use for jiu-jitsu guys. But you get a piece of paper or something. Here, I'm done with this one. Piece of paper. I don't think Walker's going to grapple with him at all. He's got good jiu-jitsu, but he is a striker. He's known as a flashy striker. He's gotten a little bit better with his cardio over the past couple fights. But Jamal Hill is definitely the better of the 2 strikers, in my opinion. Now, I don't think that's going to work, man. So I'm going to go Jamal Hill. The prelims round out Jonathan Pierce versus Christian Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming in on short notice. Mario Batista versus Jay Pirien. Pirien also coming in on short notice. Where are you getting all that from? I got it all there.
Look at how it burns up. Watch how fast it goes.
Yeah, not good at all.
Huh?
I mean, your plan hasn't worked really well till now, so I don't know how much I'm gonna play into that.
Into what?
This whole Leaf thing hasn't really worked all that well.
The fire's going, man.
Yeah, let's see. Gabriel Benitez versus David Onama. Jessica Rose Clark will be fighting Stephanie Egger. Chad Skelly versus Mark Striegel.
Bro, don't eat the dirt, bro.
Diana Belbita will be fighting Gloria De Paula. And then Chad Ellinger versus Jesse Stater will kick off the entire UFC Vegas 48. Until next time, stay barbecue. You got anything to say, my brethren?
Get lit.
Get lit is what he says. Holler at me. See you next Tuesday.
Fight it up.
Like how I say see you next Tuesday after every show.